back. Anyways, how many cards that got power crept were considered unpower creepable? You mean like ever? Let me think. How many? I get what you're saying. You're saying like, okay. If you're talking about like at the time, I mean, I'll give you an example. Like, there's no, if you would have gone back to like 2005, chat, I think that's when BLS got banned. There's no way that anyone in 2005 would have been like, yo, BLS is gonna suck when they unban. Like, no one would have said that. There are some cards, chat. Like, I'm trying to think of a card. I mean, recently, like Link Karibo, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck thought Link Karibo is like problematic other than Jabril? But I'm trying to think of a card, chat, that got banned where it was kind of obvious, like, this card's not really a problem. It will be unbanned. Because I'm gonna be honest, chat, I didn't think Rusty, like, when Rusty got banned, I didn't see Rusty like coming. I thought Rusty was crazy. I was like, nah, Rusty's gonna be on there for forever, or at least for a long time. Buster Whelp, Bald and Fat, Phoenix Blade is not banned though. Okay, maybe Drident is like an example of a card that, you know, when it got banned, no one was like, yeah, this is a good ban. This card is a problem. PK rank up. I've seen many people say Link Karibo was a legitimate problem because it limits future card design. I just don't like. I don't believe that. Do you think that they're designing level ones around Link Karibo? People's main argument was it dodges hand traps. Who the fuck cares? So there should be no way to dodge hand traps in all of Yu-Gi-Oh? Like that's the like strongest argument. Well, it helps me dodge Valor. And we're banning a card because it helps dodge Valor? Really? Like, that's the biggest problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, oh my god, he dodged Imperm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Infernity Archfiend, Cap would shoot up. Oh my god. Press 1 if somehow this became a police argument. How did we take 20 minutes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arguments and now it's a police argument? How? Cap would shoot a criminal in case they might be Ted Bundy, but needs 100% proof for every ban. Okay, now it's a police argument. Got it. Man, fuck the whole argument of future brokenness. Just hit it when it becomes a problem. Let me think. I mainly lean with this, Hadrian. However, there are a few exceptions, chat. I want to be consistent here, right? An example of that, chat, and this is me being consistent, was ISOD, right? So ISOD just got banned, two formats ago, chat? ISOD got banned, like after YCS Richmond, so yeah, like 2 ban lists ago, ISOD got banned. I was saying that ISOD was ban worthy like maybe 2 years ago or something like that, chat. So like I want to be, there are some cards that I look at and I'm like, okay, just because this card isn't broken right this second doesn't mean that like ISOD should be legal. Like ISOD is a busted card by any metric. She does too much and she, not hard once per turns, and she doesn't even require Noble Knight. She did not even, really a Noble Knight card or Infernoble, whatever you want to say. So I want to be like kind of consistent. Let's see. Easily, if it's you, they literally made cards to disrespect hand traps, thrust, talents, called by, I guess also cross out designator. Future proof card design will prevent would-be bans in the first place. DDD purists, the problem with this, and like people always say, well, just think about, the problem with trying to future-proof something, what do you guys think, chat? I think there's an obvious problem, right? We're actually, are we not seeing it, chat? With all these like 1-card FTKs? Now, I'm not sure if these will see meta play, right? But like, what's the art? Gimmick Puppet has like a 1-card FTK, right? With the new support from Info, Gimmick Puppet has like a 1-card FTK. I want to say that new Galaxy card, chat, there's a 1-card FTK with that too, where you use that card and you search Catapult Turtle and then you like tribute summon it and then you tribute a 8600 monster or something like that. It's crazy. I'll Thank you very much, Queen Panda X, or X Queen Panda X, coming through with the Twitch Prime resubscription. 57 months in a row of grown ass pandaness. Let me see. Let me think. That's 48 plus 6 is 54. So 3.5. I think that's 3 3/4 of another year of grown ass pandaness, and I appreciate that support. The problem is, chat, and this is my opinion, I could be wrong. The problem is when you try to like future proof cards, unless you put like crazy restrictions on them, right? Generally, there's too many cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, chat. Like, we print too many cards to like try to test everything. Like, there's a reason why like these FTKs and shit keep popping up, chat. Even though Konami will put restrictions on the new cards. Actually, the XYZ stuff, the Kaiba stuff, that's another one card FTK. Is because like it's just the card pool in Yu-Gi-Oh is too fucking large, chat. Other card games don't have this problem because they all have set rotation. So it doesn't matter in Magic and Pokemon what you release in the next booster set, because the shit that you released 5 years ago can't be played. So who cares who cares how they would interact if you can't play them? In Yu-Gi-Oh, you could have a card from 2004 be played with a card from 2024. Like, we're the only card game, at least. I think the Bandai games don't have set rotation, but none of them I don't think have lasted as long as Yu-Gi-Oh's. But like that's like one of the, what's it called? Your alerts are flipped. I know, my God. Okay. Press 1, it fixed the alerts, damn it. I'll fix them at the end of the stream, chat. Yes, I know. I'm not sure how they got flipped, but I'll fix it. I don't want to fix it right now. Konami had to stretch the banning. Konami had a stretch of banning cards 2 formats too late. I agree with this. Probably Curious, right? Like, Curious is another one. And actually, on the topic of like cards that should be banned, chat, but are not necessarily problematic right now. I mean, chat, is Beatrice a ban-worthy card? Like, to me, chat, Beatrice is like infinitely more bannable than Mathmech Circular. Like, every single time people play Beatrice, it's for degenerate broken shit. Like, ban that. Don't ban Mathmech Circular, which can only be played in like 2 Cybers decks. Beatrice is like, oh, you're playing Beatrice? Oh, he's doing some fuckery. He's trying to skip my turn on some bullshit. You know what I mean? I've been saying that since Virtual World. I mean, basically any deck that can rank a rank 6 can play Beatrice. you see the Chimera players playing it because they want to summon the Dark Barrier statue. This is also pretending like Konami doesn't make broken shit on purpose. They know what they're doing when they make Kashtira synergize with that rank 7 Rise card. Look, I know this is like the hottest take, chat, and it's probably, I don't know, this is probably my brain malfunctioning and not working properly. But and look, I'm in the minority. Am I the only person on Earth who thought cash zone locking was actually cool? Am I the only person who thought I'm sorry, I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. I know I'm in the minority. I just thought it was cool. Like, bro, someone can lock out 10 zones. That's so, like, you deserve to lose. If someone locks out literally all 10 of your zones, like, that's when you just give a hinge, like, bro, you got it. Yes, no, Susty. Diabolos. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought cash zone locking was cool, chat. I thought it was a very, maybe you can argue that it got out of hand, but like, zone locking is something that Konami has actually tried since, I want to say, the 3rd set. There's a card called Ground Collapse, chat. I think it's from Magic Ruler, and it locks out 2 of your opponent's monster zones. It's a continuous spell. And then they tried it again with Ojamas, right? Like, that was Ojama's little niche with Ojama Trio and Ojama King. And zone locking has never worked. They've tried it since the 3rd set, chat, and it's never worked. And Kashtira, like 25 years later, was like the first successful attempt at what they've been trying to do for like 25 years. So like, I thought it was cool. I mean, maybe it was broken, true, but like, I kind of thought it was cool, honestly. I thought it was cool too, says Anime Knight. Yeah, banish 15 cards from my opponent's deck before they, I mean, Tyr did the same. Like, okay. So we complain when Kashtira banishes 15 cards from your deck, but when Tyr, press 1 if when Tyr does it, it's Rad Z and it's skillful, right? Like, the hypocrisy of Yu-Gi-Oh players, man. When tier goes fucking Kelbeck Agito and rips like 20 cards from your deck, everyone's like, oh my god, that's so skillful. Ah. But when Cash does it, it's like, oh, it's a problem, Cap. It's so broken. Ah, how dare those fucking red machine monsters? Are they even? Some of them are machines. Like maybe one or two. At all. Banish 15 face down is not the same as milling. Milling sometimes is even worse because I can't use shifter if you put shit in my graveyard. I'm sorry. I thought milling was. My point is I hate tier. I hate tier. Like ban every tier card ever. Why can't we just hate both? Because Cool Link. You can hate both and that's fair. But the problem is like usually people glamorize every single aspect of tier format and then they demonize everything that like Kashtira did. And it's like, well, Cash were designed to counter tier. Like we had to make this shit to try to counter this shit. You know what I mean? Like you cannot tell me, chat, that it was just a story. No. Like Kashtira was designed to try to counter tier. Anyways,